Okay, frickin' I'm gonna read Neviro's journal now. And it's 33 frickin' pages. Oh my god. Here we go. Day 1. Most people would consider homelessness as a negative, and even more would think of what I'm doing as a mistake, considering I came from a mansion, but it's for the best. I'm able to move forward and grow as a person now that I'm away from my family. For a long time it bothered me how I used to be compared to my siblings who could use magic when I wasn't able, or beyond reminded how much of a failure I was, but I realized you can't force people to care, no matter what effort you put in, and that nothing will change unless you do something about it. I can't exactly blame them for how they treated me, since I understand that our family is depending on me and my siblings to carry the Boreas name, and hopefully establish ourselves as a kingdom again. And they were so shocked and excited once a child was born that had Kessler's darkness curse inheritance. I remember darkness magic. Unfortunately, I don't have any ability to use magic, so I could understand their frustrations. I'm not saying I deserved what I got, but it was only the comfort or reasoning I was able to find. I was stuck in this cycle of trying to please them and live up to their expectations. I realized no amount of effort would accomplish anything in their eyes. I truly do wish them the best. True, they thought of me as a failure and treated me badly, but they're my family, the only ones I got left. My father died from an assassination ordered by King Calvis in an attempt to squash the last of Wintervale's royal bloodline, but failed. What? Oh, wait. Okay, that's interesting. That last little detail is interesting. So, okay, more of them survived Nero's nuke than I guess. Also, it's interesting in that his last name is Boreas. Anyway, because my father held them off while I was able to escape, my mother and baby siblings when I was around 6, I'll never forget the look he had on his face inside our burning home, fending them all off. I miss him. Sadly, life is kind to no one. Oh boy, that's 6 out of 33. Oh god, you know, I'm fine with reading that. What I was scared of was the fact that I had to frickin' what I was scared of was the fact that I had to read it out loud, and you know, that sounds taxing. I hope you guys couldn't hear that part, but I've been hitchhiking for a while now on some merchant ships. They were kind enough to let me tag along in exchange for some fish I was able to catch. All this time to myself really has me thinking about a lot of things and gain new experiences and truly live. I am excited to see the view from the top of Cirrus Island. I heard it's one of the best in the Bronze Sea. The high altitude should be good for training, which is good because I want to become the world's greatest spearman. Oh, yeah, that rusty piece of garbage he liked carrying around. Hey, listen, that thing had a better fun. I may be dissing his spear right, because it's old, but that thing is so much better than the piece of garbage that Calvis liked using. Like, okay, well, maybe not like in terms of what it's made out of, Neviro's spear, but Neviro's spear. Okay, listen, it had the right idea in its design. I'll give it that. Okay, I have absolutely no talent, so I'll take any option of getting stronger. Plus, Cirrus is extremely far away from my family's reach in the Bronze Sea. Not many here know or care for the Boreas name, because Wintervale was stopped out thanks to the genocidal tyrant Nero, Caesar. You know, I would be surprised that you can say genocide on Roblox. I would be surprised that you could say genocide on Roblox. But then again, Undertale fan games exist, so I'm not that surprised. Our family was always famous for producing strong ice, snow, and water mages, since for a long period, Wintervale and my family believed magic to be more superior than sea curses. However, Kessler Boreas changed their mind. Kessler was my grandfather, who was the wielder of the Darkness Curse, and also used a spear, which is why my family threw me into spear classes straight away. And I'm pretty sure that's the Darkness magic and curse. That's either dark purple and that's either purple and black or purple and red. It, He ruled for a couple hundred years, but was killed by Nero in one-on-one combat. He chose to fight him so that his people wouldn't have to be dragged into a war and die. But after that, Nero decided it was too dangerous to let any member of the royal family survive, so he tried to wipe us out. Kessler's eldest son, my father, was able to escape with his wife, my mother. But that's enough about my family. This will serve as my reminder to my future self of what was. But to the current me, this is nothing more than baggage. Day 5. I was able to reach Munera. Oh wait, that's not when you meet me, I guess. Day 5. I was able to reach Munera Garden thanks to the kind merchants who let me abroad. I appreciate them a lot for doing that, since I could see them thinking of me as a risk. I mean, who in all fairness would pick up a random young adult with white hair? Oh, he's a young adult. Okay. A random young, I guess he's like frickin' King David Silver from World of Magic. Who would pick up who in all fairness would pick up a random young adult with white hair, armor, a spear, and a rucksack full of camping supplies? I probably seemed like some mercenary, which isn't a bad idea for a possible job opportunity. I'd be able to get some combat experience and get paid for it. Topic for the future? Anyway, it's a bit heartbreaking to see this place in such a starry state. Oh yeah, cause Munera Garden belongs to Wintervale. It was once a vacation retreat for Wintervale, since it was always snowing and God. It was once a vacation retreat from Wintervale, since it was always snowing and cold there. We'd host tournaments once every few years, so there'd be entertainment while you'd relax. It was great. So many warriors won and lost there. The losers had a tradition. The losers had a tradition of embedding their swords into the ground, as promised to come back and retrieve when they bloomed into better warriors, making it become the Garden of Swords. Okay, that's a much less violent way than I expected all those swords to end up there. The way I expected was, frickin' person killed, and people, fighting, someone that using a sword dies, they drop their sword, except since, they're fine with magic too, or whatever, the sword ends up getting flying and lodged into the ground, and yeah. Now it's overgrown, ruined, and has a massive crack where the grandfather was killed by Nero. Oh, if only he knew what type of madman Nero was. I wonder if he would have made a different choice. Day 8. After leaving Munera and seeing its current state, gave me a strong sense of detachment? Retrospection isn't exactly my strong suit, and neither are feelings. Oh yeah, that's that's for Iris to threaten people and commit acts of violence. To me, feelings won't change how things are, so why bother worrying about it? Anyway, I managed to hop over to another ship headed to the Steps Stones. I'm looking forward to the view. Day 9. Reached the Steps Stones. Nowhere left to go but up, huh? Day 10. My hands hurt. I've been climbing that blasted mountain for the past day and a half. Oh man, yeah, that's a rough mountain. Good thing I have calluses from my spear training, or else I'd be afraid of what my hands would look like now. Oh well, good news is I made it to Cirrus Island. Bad news is I'm lightheaded. This view is just as great as they say, but let's get a room for tonight and start looking for a more stable living area. Stable living area. Though, yeah, you know, did I ever think about the fact that you could probably get real lightheaded up at Cirrus and the other Sky Island? But yeah, Mason, found some housing. Granted, it's only 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it's a massive downgrade from a mansion. But this is mine, something of my own, and it's plenty for me. Day 15. I've kept up with my training, but being cooped up in my room isn't enough space. Some locals mentioned some other Sky Islands a short distance from here, so I'll see if I can rent a sky ship. Update. I'm not that good at sky sailing. The ship almost ran out of energy and fell out into the sea. I guess I'll have plenty of time to practice, but I enjoyed it a lot. It was nice to feel the breeze and just to fly above everything. Anyway, I made it to this place they called Skycliff Island, and the view never really gets old. The air is so thin, so I'm excited to start training. I brought a tent and camping equipment for a few days a week in case I wanted to stay a bit longer. Day 21. Wait, before I start talking about day 21, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Silly critter. Hey, wait, say hi to the people. Say hi. Yeah, that's a microphone. Can you guys hear her? She's silly. Wow, she's silly cat. She's very silly cat. Oh, she's going somewhere else. She's very sweet, except for when she's not. Anyway. Day 21. Came back to Cirrus to Day 21. Came back to Cirrus to resupply. Headed to a new area. I heard about on small island near the eastern edges of Cirrus. There's some caves there that I can camp and train in. I'm seeing real progress. It's exhilarating. How is he? I don't know. I don't know anything about spear training, so I'm not going to question it. Day 25. Rest period. Not much new. Nothing to say, nothing to write. Day 27. Remember to square your shoulders and move your foot forward more. Not that much forward. You got this. I don't know what the hell my cat wants, but she certainly wants something. Day 34. I heard commotion, so I went into hiding. The last thing I need is some Ravenna spies finding me and getting captured or killed. They were on Skycliff last I heard. Day 35. They seem to have left, but I'm still going to lay low for a while. I'm not taking any chances. Shut up! Day 37. Still nothing. Everyone says they haven't seen or heard them since they apparently kidnapped a man who is staying here. Odd. Oh. Hey, cat. Silly cat. You should come here. You silly. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, get on this chair. What is... I don't know what goes on inside of your head, and I think that's probably a good thing. Because Day 39. I was out getting more supplies in an attempt to go back to my training spots, avoiding Skycliff, of course. I noticed a few new people on that island I hadn't seen before. I'll be mindful of them. They seem strong. I always had an eye for these types of things. The redhead has a lot of magic power that seems poor in control and a bad temperament. The other person is very hard to get dodge. I need to be careful. Update. The person was... Wait. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? I need to... Wait, hold up. Hold the frickin' phone. I need to reread that. Okay, I thought he was talking about Order members, but I think it just occurred to me by the redhead with bad anger issues, he's probably talking about Iris. Yeah, the redhead has a lot of magic power, but seems poor in control and a bad temperament. Yeah, that sounds like Iris. And the other person is very hard to dodge. I need to be careful, yeah. Yeah, that would be us. My cat would belly up. She's making funny noises. Update. The person who's talking to the redhead, who probably has anger issues, came up to ask about the hooded figures. If they were from Ravenna or knew enough about the inner workings of Ravenna, they would have tried to kill or take me in on the spot. So I told them what I knew. Shortly after, I heard fighting echoing over from Skycliff. Am I really that loud? Oh, whatever. I wonder if that's from the person I spoke to or one of the hooded figures. The person I spoke to who seemed nice enough. I hope they win. Their hopes were granted or whatever. Update. Well, it seems like they defeated their target since they came back, albeit looking a bit beat up. They started talking to the redhead again. Yep, that's a quest line for you. Apparently her name is Iris, and the hooded figures are part of some group called the Order, and that a noble of Ravenna was part of it. Apparently it was Elias. I think I know of that family. His father should be the Bronze Hound. I'm going to follow them when they leave, but they're splitting up. Why would I do this? It's very clearly a bad idea, and I'd lose my small little paradise that I built myself. Shut up, you little dingus. Okay, because this is temporary, I realized that when the Order came here and nabbed someone with no warning, that could very easily happen to me. As long as Calvis is alive, he'll always come for me and my family, just like what happened to my father. These people are powerful and cause a real change, and I want to help to finally be free. I need water. Day 46. I reached Ravenna after following the girl named Iris. She noticed I was following her and threatened to burn my sailboat a couple of times by throwing an admittedly giant blast of magic at my ship. I had to pierce through it with my spear. Afterwards, she would yell at me, saying she would turn me into a pile of ashes, whatever that means. She is really bad at coming up with threats. It's impressive that she hasn't lost magic at her age. She docked near my ship and it seems like she's about to head over. Let's see where this goes. Day 47. I explained everything to her. She tried to kill me several times. I don't blame her. I looked really suspicious following her for a whole week. I have done the same. Man, Neviro is a very forgiving person. After a brief clash on the outskirts of the city, she finally listened to me. I explained that I wanted to help. I overheard her and the person she was with talking, about wanting to defeat the Order, whatever that was. He was skeptical, of course, but I explained to her in very vague details that I have a grudge against Calvus for something he did to my family, and she seemed to sympathize with that. Oh, wait, yeah. Maybe I'll learn why in the future. We may have something in common. Wait, no, she would empathize with that. Okay, wait. Quick word lesson here. Sympathizing is like feeling sorry for them. Sympathizing is feeling sorry for someone. Empathizing is feeling sorry for someone and like being able to relate that to that bad experience. Day 49. My new companion is a handful. It feels like I'm dealing with a younger sibling who just tries to fight everyone. It's kind of funny when a centurion walks up and she tries to fight them too. Good news is I learned a lot about her. Apparently Calvus gave an order to capture her dad. I know how that feels. Day 51. It's November 9th and the person she was waiting for still hasn't arrived. But we found their boat at the docks, which might be bad news. Might have to go silent for a while trying to get things figured out. For whatever. Day 55. No updates. Why did you write that? Day 59. We found traces of battle on the side of a mountain along with some glass. Maybe it's related. Glass is the trademark of General Julian of the Bronze Legion, which isn't good. True, the person we're looking for is strong, but a curse user? Yeah, you guys think that, like, people in Ravenna have to, like, be careful where they're, like, when they're just walking around in case, like, Julian just happens to fly overhead and some chunks of glass fall on them? Anyway, that's completely off topic, but day 63, we found someone else named Morden who is looking for the same person we are. He gives me the creeps. I don't mean that as in his personality. He's honestly a polite and overall respectful person, even though he seems quiet and reserved. There's nothing wrong with a little peace and quiet, especially since I've had to deal with Iris all this time. Oh man, I am... Honestly, the Eternal Minds for a month? I don't know if that was all that bad. Right? What Neviro had to deal with. The amount of times I've had to drag her away from someone because she was rude or almost caused a fight. Though she's become a good friend, this past month, it's odd. I plan on keeping my distance. I just find it hard to trust people anymore. Anyway, we told Morden what we found, and we're going to start doing some digging to find who we're looking for. Might not be able to write for a while. Okay, that was interesting. That was cool.